evening, and welcome to Jeannie's World. I was busy on Saturday, so I was tired on Sunday, and I made a fatal mistake. Instead of giving myself 20 units of Levemir, I gave myself 26 units of Novolog. What's the difference? There's a big difference. Levemir I take twice a day, once in the morning and once at night, giving me a total of 40 units. It's supposed to keep my blood sugar from not spiking. Yeah, right. And then to prevent my blood from spiking or has spiked, I take the Novolog to bring down the spikes. So I was spiking around 260. So I took 6 units, according to my chart, of the Novolog. And then it was time, I guess about 30 minutes later, for me to take my Levemir. So I go and fix my needle. And every night I fix 2 needles. And so when I'm getting ready for my shot, I have 3 needles. And so I filled the first needle up with the Novolog, thinking it was the Levemir. And then I started filling up the second needle. And I already had taken the first needle and put it in the refrigerator next to the shot I was going to take of the Levemir. And I noticed that I was giving myself Novolog, so I put it back in the bottle, threw the needle away, got me another needle, and did the Levemir, and I put it down. But what I did, instead of picking up the Levemir, I picked up the Novolog. So I was all night long having low blood. I caught it at 70, so I ate a date. And then I caught it again at 70, so I got up and I made me a bowl of rice with milk and sugar, and I ate that. And I went back to sleep, and I woke up because I was 70 again. And there's really nothing wrong with that, except I'm on the downward spiral. And 70 is your cutoff point. And I think there was one time I woke up and I was like 65. So finally I got up. I made me some bread from scratch. Baked the bread, ate the bread, went back to sleep, because bread gives me a spike. So after I ate the bread, then I slept very well, and I didn't have any more spikes. But being that I was up all night with my sugar being so low, which wears me out immensely, I got up and I started doing my daily things. I wanted to go to Walmart and pick up my meds and go by my doctor's office, but I ran out of time because I had a date. And he was going to take me to pick up my computer, and we were going to go to lunch. So I've been bragging about my eyes. Oh, my eyes are so good. My eyes are so good. So we get to the restaurant. I'm having my difficulties, but I wasn't complaining because I wasn't reading anything. And he hands me the check, and he says, "How much is the check?" And I couldn't read it. No way possible I could read it. I got my phone, and I magnified it, and I still couldn't read it. That could have been nerves, but being I couldn't read it, that made me more nervous. I don't think my eyes failed me, but I think the up and down of the sugar did affect my eyes, and I don't want to do that. So no to overdoing your Novolog. even when you're tired, you have to pay attention. And I had this crow screaming at me, and I need to look that up and tell you what the crow's saying. Tomorrow, I got to go to the doctor, give the list off and sign the papers, go pick up my medicine, and then go off to the other doctor because I'm going to get my results from my biopsy tomorrow. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to give you the results at any time soon, because today we were emptying my porch of all my plants and everything because we have a hurricane coming. Now, I'm kind of inland. They said it's going to hit Tampa, and I'm about 127 miles from Tampa. In a hurricane, that's still a big deal. The last hurricane I was in, it doesn't matter what his name was. There was one last year this time. It affected everything around us. A lot of parks were closed when the second tornado came in and hit Daytona, and it was a little guy, but it caused a lot of major damage, like the houses falling into the ocean, and the beaches are just now opening up. And so here we go for another round. So I'm ready, and if you don't hear from me, I'm good. And I'll get back with you anytime I can during the storm. Try to keep you updated. Love you guys. That's my news today. But I'm not giving up on my patches because I think I was tired and very sleepy from not sleeping. But it was a beautiful and wonderful day. And I hope your nights, you have sweet dreams and have a beautiful tomorrow. Good night.